Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Star Wars Han Solo and Chewbacca ArtFX Plus 2-pack from the folks at Kotobukiya. That's right, my friends, as we're preparing for The Last Jedi, let's jump back to The Force Awakens to check out this classic duo in the 1/10 scale pre-painted model kit style. So as you can see, like all of Kotobukiya's ArtFX Plus Star Wars statues, it comes in this nice black box with images right there on the front of the two statue pieces within. And as we rotate this around to the backside, we're just treated to another kind of black and white image of the two with the names of the characters across the bottom. So let's go ahead and open this up and get a closer look at the contents within. Alright, so when you open these guys up, you will notice that there is some minor assembly required. This is normal for the Star Wars ArtFX Plus statues, but the good news is that they are very simple to put together. It's just on a peg system, and everything is fitted exactly the way it's supposed to be placed together, so you really won't have any problems. There is a sheet of instructions that will guide you through, show you exactly where everything needs to be plugged in case you need it, but I'm also going to show you guys here today. So the really unique thing about this one that I noticed that you probably see is that Chewbacca comes out of the box pretty much ready to go. The only thing that is not assembled on him is his right hand, which is holding on to the bowcaster. So you can see it is a peg. It is shaped a specific way to fit right there in the hole in his wrist. So we're going to go ahead and fit that on there, and I'll show you guys how we're going to do that. You will have to give a nice firm press on these and be a little careful because you definitely don't want to snap any parts on the bowcaster there. But if you give it a nice firm press, it pushes it down into the slot there, and that way it is attached, and Chewbacca is already just ready to be displayed. I mean, it's perfect, it's simple, it's that easy right there. So Han Solo really shouldn't be any different. You can see, very easy to fit this guy together. Again, you're gonna have to give a nice firm press because it's gonna lock all of these pieces in place there. So once it's put together, it's not really meant to come back apart, but that's a good thing. That way this guy is nice and stable and ready to be placed on your shelf for display. Really give a nice firm press on the head so we can get the neck locked all down in there in the shirt and everything. And look at that, just like that, our Han Solo and our Chewbacca are ready to be placed up on his shelf for display. Now, just like with all of Kotobukiya's ArtFX Plus statues in the Star Wars line, we get these cool little square black bases. We get two of them with this set, and the bottom of each of these statues have embedded magnets. This is so they can cling very nicely, and you can see it's a really strong magnetic hold, so you can place them anywhere you want to. Instead of a peg system, this allows you to be able to cross these two over onto separate bases if you want to. You can put them on the same base, so if you'd rather display them, you know, kind of like this on one base, you can do just that. So not having pegs allows you to really kind of mix and match these display pieces and make it the way you want to display it on your shelves. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at these guys. Let's go ahead and start with Han Solo here. So the paint and the sculpt on Kotobukiya's products is always top notch. They do an incredible job. And it's always a little tough, I'd say, to get Harrison Ford's likeness on things. I say that all the time, anytime I'm reviewing a Han Solo type toy. And I think Kotobukiya did a great job. Look, especially from some of these angles, it is awesome. I mean, that is a really great modern Harrison Ford. Head on, it looks really good. I love the details there. The skin tones look great. Good paint on the hair and the eyebrows there, and the eyes. The eyes look awesome. Look at that. He's kind of looking off to the side there, so you can really find some great angles on this. I think that is a really nicely done Han Solo head sculpt. Now, the deco is great all the way through and through on this guy. Look at the jacket. How it's got all these textures that give it that very realistic leather jacket look. I think that is wonderful. You can see the blaster in his hand here. This is a separate piece, so you might have to adjust it so that his finger's actually going through the trigger port there, but it looks very, very cool. And those same details with the awesome paint and everything go all the way down the figure. Look at all the creases and everything in the pants, in the boots, again with that very cool leathery look there. It's a wonderful representation of this particular character. So, we'll bring over Chewbacca here. Again, he's another one that I feel like sometimes is hard to translate into a plastic action figure or statue because of all of his fur. But this is another time where the experts at Kotobukiya did a wonderful job. That likeness is fantastic. I love the deep set eyes in the fur there, and you can see they got a great realism to them. Very, very nice. Great tones in the fur, lots of colors of shades of brown in there, mixed all throughout. You got the bandolier going across his chest. Again, the bowcaster looks awesome. And I love the little straps that are hanging down here with the little silver pieces that give it that kind of almost rusty metal look, which is very, very nice. All the way down to his cool little Wookiee feet poking out from the fur. Look at the toes and the black toenails with the gloss on there. This guy is fantastic. I think these guys are both just really well done and great representations of the characters from The Force Awakens. So, I mentioned that they are in the 1/10 scale, so if you're wondering what that means Han Solo stands right at the 7-inch mark, while Chewbacca, being much taller, goes almost up to a full 9 inches. He's right at about 8.5 inches tall. And these guys are perfect for display with the rest of your Kotobukiya ArtFX Plus Star Wars statues, or on their own. And like I said, I love the way that you can kind of mix them up on the bases, because look, this looks awesome. You can have Han Solo and Chewbacca right there on one base together, and that makes for a very awesome display piece. So I got to give a very special thanks to the folks at Kotobukiya for sending these guys along so we can get a good look at them outside of the packaging. If you guys would like more information on the ArtFX Plus line or any of Kotobukiya's products, be sure to check them out online at www.kotous.com, and you can also give them a like on Facebook at facebook.com/Kotobukiya. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any reviews just like this one. Until next time, my friends.